Hey there, hi there, ho there, it's Wispedia. My oh my, we had an awesome update from Capcom this week. The first of the digital events was a doozy, and all it did is hype me up even more for the release of Monster Hunter Rise in the coming weeks. I want to take a minute to discuss a few different things from the reveal that have gotten me even more hyped for Rise to launch on March 26th. 1. More monsters. So very first, I love that Nargacuga and Zinogre are coming back. Zinogre is my favorite monster in Monster Hunter, so I'm really looking forward to having its weapons and armor in Rise, and to see how the fight is updated for this new game. And I'm also really looking forward to seeing what surprises Capcom has in store and what the Elder Dragons will be like. I'm really hoping we get a similar amount of variety for Elder Dragons, but the Wyverns we are getting already have so much variety that it feels sort of wrong to ask for the same amount of variety from the Elder Dragons. I'm sure Capcom will deliver here, as they already really have with monster variety in general. We caught a glimpse of that new Elder and just, wow. I have a short list of some Elders I'm hoping for, and I'll be making a video about that later this week, but dang. We have so many monsters in Rise. I'm sure there are going to be even more, but I can't help but get really hyped about the monsters we've already seen. I mean, Khezu, Rajang, Pukei-Pukei, Zinogre, Nargacuga, Tobi-Kadachi, Anjanath, Barioth, Tigrex, oh my gosh. We have so many monsters. I just really want a bunch of really cool Elder Dragons too. 2. Rampage Quest mechanics. Rampage quests look so cool. It seems almost like a horde mode for Monster Hunter. I like that the village characters join in, and it seems like a really interesting progression of siege quests. If this is kind of their answer to sieges, and a way to make them more interesting, I'm completely on board. I actually just finished the Lao Shan Lung quest in Generations Ultimate, and I don't know. Siege quests are not usually my favorite kind of quests in Monster Hunter. I like the Safi and Kulve Taroth sieges, but those are a bit more akin to a normal fight. It looks like we can fight a bunch of normal monsters with the usual siege armaments, which is kind of why I'm thinking this is the replacement for siege quests. There also seems to be some tower defense gameplay elements in the siege with setting up armaments beforehand. As a whole, the Rampage seems like it will be an interesting grind to just kind of hang out with friends and fight a bunch of monsters. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that will be like. Second demo. The first demo was great when it came out in January. I loved getting to use some of the new weapon setups and figuring out what weapon I'm going to main when Rise is released. By the way, that'll probably be Hunting Horn. But yeah, we're getting a newish version of the demo. We get to fight the flagship monster, Magnamalo. I'm really looking forward to that, for sure. I imagine it will be a more difficult fight than Mizutsune, but that's really not a bad thing, especially because, difficulty is fun. I'm excited to get into the demo with friends and go after Magnamalo. It'll be really fun to mess around with the demo a bit more leading up to the release, which will only be 2 weeks out when the demo is updated. That said, I just can't wait to play the full game. Switch skills. So, switch skills are going to be basically different movesets we can adjust on our hunter. We will unlock new attacks as we progress through the game. It will probably be sort of similar to the different hunter styles for anyone who has played Generations, but with even more customizability. While Capcom was talking about this, there was some footage shown that actually kind of looked like Savage Axe, and I am so excited. I really hope that makes a comeback. I'm also excited that we will have some control over how our hunter acts in-game. There's so much customizability in this series when it comes to weapons and armor, and I didn't honestly expect to have control over movesets too. I'm pumped to see what the different skillbind attacks are. I love the look of the Charge Blade attack, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. This is also something I could see Capcom updating as Rise progresses. I wouldn't be surprised if they add some moves during title updates. Speaking of title updates. It is no secret that part of the fun of Monster Hunter is how well Capcom supports the game. Monster Hunter fans are always given a wealth of content in each game. Hours and hours of hunts and mountains of gear. World and Iceborne were supported so well with all of the additional title updates. It was always exciting to see the developer diaries when they were posted. The thing I love about it the most is that when a new monster is added, you have a new fight to learn and conquer, and also new armor and weapons that will likely change how you play the game. For example, when Safi Jiva was added to Iceborne, the siege completely changed endgame content. Part of that was because the Safi weapons were admittedly pretty broken, but it was really exciting to get in and learn the new mechanics and craft extremely powerful weapons. The armor skills, set bonuses, or even gem slots on certain weapons can completely change how you build a set, and I am so looking forward to seeing how Rise is supported over time. Chameleos is going to be a really fun fight, and I'm ready to gear up for it. I'm also really looking forward to seeing what the other, quote, several new monsters will be. We also can't forget that when new monsters are added, they will likely change the Rampage quests as well. The best thing about these title updates is that they are absolutely free. So if you're on the fence about Rise and you already own a Switch, this game is definitely going to be a very high value game. Also, I just want to know what kind of crossover quests there will be. Usually the Nintendo crossovers can get a little wacky. like your Palico getting to wear an Isabelle costume from Animal Crossing. With that in mind, I just can't wait to get my hands on the full game and see what else Capcom has up their sleeve. So, yeah, I'm excited. Rise is going to be a hefty game, and I'm ready to just dump a ton of time into it. If you're looking forward to it too and want a community to play with, I have started a Discord for Monster Hunter called The Gathering Hub. I will leave info about it in the description for this video. If you're looking for a place to play, join up with us there. I'm really excited to play, and I hope everyone has some friends in a community they can play with as well. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you're most looking forward to in Rise, and do the usual YouTube things, like and subscribe. And catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Wispapedia, and I'll catch you next time.